Banana!
Anyway, I'll be right back.
Thanks for that.
No. No.
I am going to draw everybody here pregnant.
What am I
Hold
doing?
on! Hold on!
Alright. Hello,
I
everyone.
fear the power of the artist.
Hello,
I want to-
everyone. And
hello,
welcome
everyone.
to today's
Just-
session of Crown of the Tyrant Queen. We're
Oh my
back,
God,
baby!
come on, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
It's been like a year since
also-
we've done this.
Yeah, I agree with Bigfoot. Bigfoot is a bystander. He doesn't deserve to be, and also he's muted, so he doesn't deserve to be drawn pregnant. For those who don't
He's
know
guilty
what
by
that
association.
is about,
Let's move on from
for those
that,
who don't know what this
please.
is about, our resident artist was tired of our shit, and she said that as a punishment, she would draw all of us pregnant. So if you're wondering what the fuck we're opening this thing with, that's what happened. That's the group dynamic that we have. Aren't we amazing? Anyway,
I appreciate that joke more than you think. Thank you.
intern, in here. Oh fuck. Okay, so. If we're
okay,
wondering
Rob.
what's
Take your
going on
time.
right now, it's pretty simple. We're going to be doing essentially. I said last time that we left that I wanted each of my players to come up with at least 3 things that they want to do during their downtime, because they're essentially going to be adventuring on and off for the next year while waiting for something to happen. And
I should come up with
after
nothing.
And obviously, all of my players came up with multiple things they wanted to do because it's
Shut
been
up, Warboss!
because it's been more than a month. So if they haven't come up with something, there's really no excuse.
I'm not creative enough for that.
There's really no excuse for whatever is happening.
It's real simple. You can feed the birds, you can eat cheese, and you can stare off into the horizon. See, that's 3 things right there.
I'm going to. You know what?
Oh my
Here's one thing that I'm gonna ask to start this event. Well, this is technically not the first scene that's gonna happen, but it is important to ask. Min,
Hi.
in your item vault, you have 278 bullets. Do you plan on making more bullets?
I don't think I need to immediately make more bullets. I'll probably
Okay,
restock
cool. So no more no bullet making for now. That's great. Okay, so actually I guess that would be important to ask. Like, over a year of doing shit, did you go through a lot of bullets? Did you kill a lot of people? How many people did you murk?
I mean, that depends. What have I been doing something in that year that would require me to do that?
Okay, so first things first for everyone. I know I'm gonna have the watch together thing. Jesus fucking Christ.
We're doing it live, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing it live.
Okay, so watch together isn't working again. It's been a while.
I
since
still
I've
stand
done
by my
this.
threat.
You
Can we
you
move
can
on
draw
from the
watch
threat,
together,
please?
pregnant.
No.
You can
She's
draw watch
apparently a
together,
vengeful
pregnant.
woman tonight and is not going to let it go.
Okay. Well, I guess the issue being that currently Watch Together isn't working, and I know that the only thing that's worked so far when Watch Together doesn't work is restarting my computer. Now, if I restart my computer, is it going to fuck your camera thing, Curb?
No, but it will take a while.
It won't be too long. So, you guys talk about what your character might have done. That's not going to be a big scene. It's going to be more of the small stuff. And I'll be back in less than 5 minutes. So, boop!
Right, so I actually don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
That's fair.
I'm sorry, let me rephrase that to be more proper English. I don't know what I is doing.
Ha.
Fucking hell! You were waiting for you were waiting a month and a half for that joke.
Nope. I just thought of it on the spot.
So before everybody hopped at the call earlier, Hecate basically looks at Gil and just like, "You wanna go make some money at bars?"
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That's fair.
sure. I guess. Whatever.
Alright, bet. I'll play some music. You do some like cool moves and stuff.
Wait, you want me to like? No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Do you not like elemental body shit?
Because whether you're successful or not, it'll still be entertaining.
Elemental
That's what they
potty
say about
tricks.
eyes singing.
Yeah, you know what else would be entertaining? Roast chicken.
No, that'd be more delicious than entertaining.
I'd say it'd be both,
That's
especially.
not what he means!
Oh no, he's like completely oblivious to what he's meaning.
I don't know. We could find out.
Like, I just
A lot of
rushes
people
over and
make
whispers into
flat.
Hecate's ear. He wants to cook you.
I do have the ability to set people on fire real easy recently.
Yeah, well, I can do a strong enough gust of wind to put that out.
Oh, you poor summer child.
Yeah,
I was born in the
because fire
winter.
is very easily blown out with wind.
Um,
Fans are commonly
Bup, bup,
used
bup.
to blow out fires.
Look,
you know the best
small
thing
reminder, Hecate is just stupid. He doesn't know the difference between a kobold, dragon, and a lizard, for fuck's sake.
I just want to say, I am not a floating head, even if I have like a scar of where my head could have been cut off. I am just wearing a dark shirt.
He's lying. He's a demi-lich.
He's definitely a floating head.
So that was the thing they did. Where's your phylactery?
Well, if I'm indeed a demi-lich, I've forgotten to feed or failed to feed my phylactery for so long that I went insane and I'm now a floating head. So technically, I wouldn't know where my phylactery is. I'm a demi-lich.
Yeah, he would have
So I
failed to
think-
feed. What do you think happened while he was out?
I don't know. I didn't have 4 months to come up with my demi-lich's backstory and the 3 things it did. And
And
it's
you
downtime.
call yourself a D&D nerd. All right, that's it. Hand over your license. I'm tearing it up.
Oh, you sure you want me to tear off my
hell nah.
my game master's license? You want me to stop DMing this game? You want your Mondays to go back to how they were before my game?
I mean, you weren't running anything over the last month anyways.
How dare.
Damn.
Damn,
What a
yes,
brat.
that's fair.
You want to play that game, War Boss? I can play that game.
I'm drawing my face getting melted off.
Give me a second. I'm trying to figure this out. I've joined you all.
Hello.
Watch together.
Welcome to the Watch Together.
There you go.
I definitely didn't scare myself with because the volume was way too high originally.
Let us do this in a calm manner, unless one of the scenes requires something else. For now, the background music is going to be this wonderful, wonderful music by.
Quick, everybody
Fuck, I
start crashing
freaking-
out.
Oh, I wanna.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to take orders from you right now.
Bold words from somebody in drawing pad distance.
And we can we move on from that, please?
No.
The bit for today?
That implies you
No.
have no power to do it to begin with, Tony.
Look, my commissions are opening right now, and not right now, but on Friday, I can do it.
For free? You're a bigger fool than I thought.
I mean, I'll take donations.
Okay, so I just needed to double check this. So this song that is playing in the background comes from the YouTube channel Springs of Serenity, which is a YouTube channel that I love to listen to when I'm like trying to concentrate on a project or something. And I spoke with the person. I don't know. I'm not gonna set a gender to this. I spoke with the person behind the Springs of Serenity, and they said, "Yeah, sure, you can use that in your streams." So I just wanted to shout them out. It's from the, as I said, YouTube channel Springs of Serenity. They have close to 16,000 subscribers, so they're not gonna get anything from us. But hey, like, I feel like it begs being said at least that they are a thing and they're amazing. And if you want to like relax while you're doing homework or some kind of other work from actual adulting, it's really good ambiance for focus and stuff.
Yeah,
Or
they
else
are.
I come here to escape from adulting, please. Can we?
Okay.
I did
So-
link them in the Twitch as well, so they're linked in Twitch.
Yes, get on with it.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to this because we're definitely not in the swamp anymore. So first off, I would like to ask. First scene, I think, would be Gil and Herrick.
Right.
Sorry, I'm slow today. Or is there someone else who would want to have their scene first? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna ask. I'm not alone here. This isn't a book. It's a cooperative storytelling. Anyone wants to have their scene first? Don't talk all at once.
And I don't have shit
Yeah.
prepared, so I can't really say anything.
Whoa!
Don't worry about that.
So many maps.
Don't worry about
Also, I assume, are we still in Dreadwing's lair as of now, or?
I mean, I guess we could do
I mean,
that.
I guess it really
first.
depends on if anyone has any scenes they want to happen before we leave the lair.
Anyone wants to? I mean,
I do
I've
not.
already added all of his lair to your horde, so there's nothing completely amazing there. There is one thing that we'll do a bit later. But yeah. There's a lot of things we're gonna do later, in fact. Okay, so let's say, is there something you would want to do in Dreadwing's lair except from looting it?
that. Not that I can really think of.
Okay. So I'm just gonna say you loot this dragon's lair and you shit on his corpse. Anyway, so here's an important question that really is important because Herrick is here. You wanna harvest anything from Dreadwing? And as for the harvesting purpose, it would go with Pokemon. What's the name of the Heliana's guide to hunting stuff?
Yes.
So we would use the Heliana's
Eliana's guide
rules
to
for-
monster.
Yeah, that would be what we would use for foraging on a dragon's corpse. So essentially so you've had
With-
some situations with dragons being harvested. Is there anything that would is there anyone that would request or ask if it's a thing, and then anyone would react? Is my question.
Mhm.
I'm pulling up the rules as of the Ryoko's guide, which uses the same mechanics for harvesting. But Vanya
done.
is
Okay, go ahead.
yeah. Vanya is not really looking for anything at the moment. She's just the tag along reminder. She's here for
So
moral support.
Okay, so let's go. Okay, let's do this in order. Wolven, think you want to desiccate this corpse?
Wait, what? No. I'm good. Thanks. I'm a little concerned that we are, but otherwise I'm fine.
Curb,
I
you want
guess
to desiccate this corpse? Is there any one of your two characters who wants to desecrate this corpse and steal of its claws and fangs and scales to make armor?
Not really.
Herrick, I won't ask. Tony, do you want to make yourself a beautiful black dragon cloak or something?
Okay, so I'll be the one to say it. I is actually tempted to make gauntlets of some kind out of the hide.
Yeah, I was about to say Hecate would be very tempted to be like, okay, so nobody's grabbing. Fuck it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I is already I is already at the corpse.
Yeah.
With a knife out
Like,
as you
okay,
approach.
I would probably
So
be the
as
best
for-
suited to actually harvest it too, so makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so as per Monster Hunter rules, two of your party members, Herrick, take out their carving knives. What are you doing?
Did we get the tail, by the way?
We definitely
Oh
need
my
that
god,
to
yes.
count.
Can we please
Shut
get
Hell
up.
yeah.
Do we
Like you
even
said,
have
Monster Hunter
anybody
rules.
that does slashing damage?
Technically,
Oh,
I
wait,
do.
shit.
Technically.
I
With
do.
Oh wait, no. Did the Katara still do?
I've already harvested the tail like before we chased it down into the lair. I mean, what? No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry, I had to make my gremlin Monster Hunter joke.
God, it's like
Yeah,
we
essentially,
it's
it's
like-
like,
we technically have 2 hunters that deal slashing damage, but they're like both dual blades, so not the
what
best
I was
at
gonna
cutting
say
the
is,
tail.
I was gonna make the same joke as Pokemon, which was, oh yeah, you got the tail 3 areas ago.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that probably means Mitty.
There's also Cloud of Daggers that we've used.
Yeah, that
We've also used
caught,
Cloud of Daggers.
caught by Min. Oh my god.
Without me?
I mean, let's go and say that daggers deal piercing damage, but if you want to like cut something with it, daggers can still cut. It's just that they're usually used to pierce. But they're still knives. They still have an edge. They can still cut. Same with guitars. Guitars are used to, they're called punching daggers. They're used to stab people. But you can, they still have an edge. They can still cut things. So I'm not gonna say, oh, your weapon deal piercing damage, go fuck yourself. Unless it's a bow. If it's a bow, yeah, it's probably good. Arrows aren't exactly known for cutting.
So, actually, I know you said you weren't going to ask me if I wanted anything here, War Boss, but I think there is something I technically want from this.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I want his head.
Yo, that's metal as fuck.
You want to mount his head in your lair?
I want to mount his head on my mantle.
Wow! Okay. Okay. So, I mean, to be fair, he was a dick. And he was trying to cheat you out of your contract on a technicality. So, it's not
He was the
that
dick.
bad.
He tried to cheat us out of our contract. And there's just also the fact that, he broke my someone related to my patron's heart, way back when. So,
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, if you start making a go at the head, Gil's probably gonna join you on that one. Gil's
Okay,
pissed enough at this
so,
fucker that's what he
Pokemon,
deserves.
can you take out the Hiliana's Guide to Monster Hunting rules for me?
I've already
Since you're-
sent the Ryoko's guide version just because that's what I have on hand, but they're basically the same one, except I think Heliana's has some components that can just pop and explode and shit depending. But I don't think that applies here.
So I'm just gonna ask everyone who is carving this, I would like a random dexterity check. It's not going to be a high DC, but it's pure dexterity. I don't think, or maybe if you have
survival.
sleight of hand, you can use sleight of hand or
Maybe
survival.
How do you
know what?
like
I'm
them
gonna be kind.
apples?
Jesus Christ, just
Survival-
right off the
God
bat.
damn.
Survival or sleight of hand would also work.
Oh, so make that a 29.
I'd say I'm pretty solid there.
Okay.
Nah. Wow. I'm the one that's focused on this shit, and I got the low roll.
You know what? This is really
So-
fitting. Gil, sees this happening. He really wants to help with it. But then, Herrick sees Gil is helping, and he's still pissed off at Gil, so...
He gets distracted.
It's like
Okay,
you.
so-
Oh, he's standing close to me.
Okay, so what happens is, Gil is working on the head and the neck, and he sees like, you have different DCs because you're working on different spaces. So Gil sees essentially the part of the anatomy of the dragon, which takes the fluids from the the dragon's breath weapon sac or organ, and is very careful when cutting it. And since it's a natural 20, I'm gonna ignore Herrick's failure. Now, for you're going to start cutting, and you see this giant green glowing organ in the chest, and you go,
Oh hell no!
I'm not touching that. So your DC was lower. um, essentially, I was like above a 15 for the head and a 10 for. I think technically that's not how the Heliana's thing works, but I decided that it's too complicated and we've already wasted a lot of time doing nothing, so I'm just going to say that's how it works. So,
So what the hell do I?
119. What are you trying to get? You want to make a hide cloak thing out of this? What are you trying to get out of this?
But me?
Well, essentially, the idea was the dexterity check was for everyone who's carving to not nick the
so
giant
Hecate will
organ.
kind of like turn his head back towards the others and kind of go like, okay, where do we want now, those guys?
I'm taking
And
this
with that, he'll kind
fucker's
of help out
head.
with And with that, he'll help out with that.
I mean, like we've got
Okay.
the head covered with gill, so I'd imagine probably.
Yeah, I'm like,
whatever I's
could
trying to
probably
get
get a
at.
hide, but honestly, the second Hecate adds like any weight to him, he's probably not gonna be able to like do much.
I imagine the way Gil's working it is he's literally just gonna carve all of the like flesh and skin off of the head all the way around. And then just kind of look up, look around, look to Tish and just go, "Hey Tish, can you just kind of points to the exposed bone."
Keep the shit out of the bone.
Yep.
Give me a second.
I guess Hecate would probably just
I don't-
take off the hide and use that to.
Worst
I guess
worst
maybe
case scenario,
some-
dragon parts can be sold for pretty decent
Yeah,
money, probably.
like
So,
make some kind of money, or like I don't know
Mhm.
what the hell kind of instrument can be made out of hide.
like if
but-
nobody wanted to craft, it would still probably
From?
not be a bad idea to get stuff for selling at least.
I mean,
Mhm.
I is trying to at least like make gloves out of this.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, I gotcha. I'm just saying. I was just saying
Yeah,
in
that's why I'm
general.
like, get some hide. Hecate probably won't wear it because again, weight. But
By
he could
the
probably use
way-
it for some crafts and just be like, here, if anybody wants this,
Mhm.
he'll hold up like
If-
a roll of hide.
If people are fine with it, something I realized I could try and get as Vanya that would probably be more for something for the Arcane Society rather than herself, or the
Yeah.
party if they want it. If I could just siphon some of the magical essence itself from, the dead
Mhm.
dragon.
I definitely think that. Okay, so we've had two things that we've taken from the corpse already. So the DC is gonna start increasing now, as per Eliana. I'm not gonna use the
Okay.
exact rules, but like, let's say that we've got currently for the next thing that we want from this corpse a static +5 to the DC, and then the next thing after that is a static +10, etc. That's how I'm gonna do it. So you've actually gathered the head and you started damaging some of the dragon while you're gathering the other parts. So some of the other parts are going to be difficult. So
Yep.
I'm going to ask for well, I mean, I made the dexterity saving throw or check that I made you do is to avoid avoid nicking the 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 magical gland breath weapon thing from the dragon. So, what else do you want out of this dragon? I heard some hide. So, hide would be a survival check, I'm just saying.
What about some like claws and stuff could be turned into something, or maybe even sold?
Okay, so one thing I'm going to say for Wolven. Hey, Wolven.
Yeah.
They took the head, but
Yep.
um, this is definitely something that could be used for like a dragon skeleton by the Empire. So, like, if you don't want your dragon skeleton weapon that they would build with undeath magic to have no claws, you might want to start like working things on. But then again, if they just they're a bunch of adventurers.
Yeah.
The adventurous guild can 100% cover them for legal things. So if they
Oh.
want to just take everything from this corpse and drop the rest in the river, nothing's happening. The adventurous guild lawyers are so fucking good. There's nothing coming back to these people. So it's a decision of morals more than a decision
and
of
let's and let's not even talk about those Arcane Society lawyers, aka Nodell, the master of contracts and favors.
Well, yeah, but Nodell is more a contractor for the for the
I know,
the
I'm
guild.
making a joke.
But yeah,
I'm making a joke.
for the society. Sorry, I know you're making a joke, but it's not 100% a joke because you actually met the guy. So
Yeah.
but yeah, so Tish is definitely going to. What do I have for this? Tish is definitely going to find some big, like flat piece of metal of some sort, and then she's gonna cast catapult on it, and it's just going to shoot forward and shear through the spinal column.
Okay, not what I was referring to, but that fair enough.
She just goes.
Why would she sully her hooves on such a creature?
You think I'm gonna? This guy's probably got acidic blood. I'm not touching this shit.
Fair enough.
It's probably not gonna come up, but I'm gonna say that she has one less first level slot. She's probably gonna get a long rest before then, but one less slot. Yeah. Also, I need to come up with what third level spell Tish gets.
Not that I want to interrupt the fun, but I do feel obligated to say the Fel Empire would probably prefer if you did leave some stuff behind, but I don't think you're going to get trouble if you don't, so it's up to you. I just feel like I have to say something.
Mostly the bones.
While I is
Mostly
carving,
the
she
bones.
just,
Mostly the bones.
I is still carving, completely ignoring. She just says, "Sorry, what was that? I can't hear over this bone."
Just leave some bones if you can. That's all I'm asking.
I mean, here's the thing. They probably have another partial dragon skeleton somewhere that they can just kind of cumble together a full dragon skeleton from.
Yeah.
so it's not
Oh,
that big a deal, but there has
yeah.
to be some bones left or
Yeah.
something.
I'm
That would
saying leave
work.
some, not take all of it.
I mean, I'm good
Two
with just
hours
the head,
later,
so
Fair.
2 hours later, the entire dragon has been picked up. And
yeah.
we have like beautiful white bone. So you have some dragon flesh, I guess, that you got rid of, unless you want to have dragon sashimi. Um,
'Cause I I asked about, if possible, a little bit of magical essence for like
oh
enchanting
yeah, I'm gonna
purposes.
ask you to roll um,
Arcana or something.
Arcana. Arcana is probably the
Arcana
one
would
that
make
we.
sense for that.
All right. Do.
God damn.
Oh,
Alright.
you know.
A little
Alright,
bit of
so-
a little bit of essence takes all the essence.
So
all right,
here's what
fucking
I'm going to say.
dragonborn.
You're looking for a way to get the essence from this thing, and then you just kind of look to the magical, very clearly magical organ of the dragon that's linked with its breath weapon, that's kind of like been opened and like revealed by the cutting of the head and some of the other carvings, and just kind of approach it and gently and carefully remove the organ without it blowing up. And there you go. You have essentially what is a dragon breath organ of acid.
All right.
I mean, that's a good thing, and definitely something
Yeah.
that the arcane society can definitely use. Like dragon organs, that's something that's very limited because the Bastion isn't really into killing dragons aside from the ones that are being sent from the queendom. And in general, as I said when we were doing the war arc, um, queendom and Bastion kind of have like a rule about using dragons in conflicts, which is you don't use dragon in conflicts because if one side uses dragon, the other side uses dragons, and dragons die. And since both of these countries are essentially ruled by dragons, they got into a deal that's like, okay, we don't want dragons to die because dragon lives are arguably more important. I'm not saying they are, but dragons probably believe they are, and we're gonna use regular mortals to do our fighting. Um, so essentially, yeah, Bastion and Queendom dragons usually don't die because they're not sent into battle. So dragon organs are very rare. Like the only dragons that usually find their death are pariahs, exiles, and the like. So that's what you got.
Nice.
My very in my very long-winded style of telling you what you get for stuff.
I may look at the Ryoko's guide shit to see what we can make with that. I mean, what?
There's one thing you can
Just
make
because
with
why
that.
the fuck not?
For acid, there is an item that you can make with that, I think. In my magical items, there's an item that's an artifact called the where is it? It's called the Stick of Chernivog. it's kind of like, well, technically it deals necrotic damage, but you can probably kind of use a black dragon's organ to do that.
Anyway. We can discuss
Mhm.
shit later.
Yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to say would be the time where we get the scene between Herrick and Gil. So I'm going to just kind of set the scene. So as you're traveling back to Fellhaven, the city on the Fell Empire, you are choosing every knight who is going to do like the my brain is having a hard time today. Who's going to do the watch? So at one point, one of you two is going to. So I'm going to say, who out of you two wants this conversation to happen?
I'm.
Who wants to like initiate it?
Yeah.
I get the feeling it would probably be Gil.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as
Okay.
well.
So Gil, Herrick comes to relieve you for his watch, and you kind of stay around, and instead of going to bed, you initiate the conversation, and that is the setup for this. So I'm gonna leave you two to do your thing.
Listen, can we talk?
No, unfortunately, you're doing that right now.
Gil's just gonna kind of sigh and pulls out his bag of holding and is gonna dig out a small pendant that is going to pull out and just kind of hand over to you.
I'm assuming this is the same one that he made for Sayora.
No, actually.
Oh.
So this pendant specifically is a more spherical pendant that is mostly onyx, but the gemstone itself has been shattered and refitted together using a silver cement paste, very kintsugi kind of style. And it's basically just been fitted to a very simple silver chain.
How long you been holding on to this?
How long have you been missing?
Nearly a year by the sound of it.
The reason I didn't stay behind is because I'm not the one who's good at helping people through their troubles. It's not that I didn't want to talk, it's that I had planned to do it after after. The day you left was the day I was planning on giving you this. Clearly, fate had other plans.
Gil, if you keep walking away from this stuff, how are you ever going to get good at it? Aren't you a bit old to be avoiding your problems?
What do you think I'm trying to do now?
Well, I guess it's something.
Look. When you've lived as long as I have, you get used to not seeing people come back after they disappear. I didn't realize how much resentment you'd built during that time, but I'd never held that resentment. I don't want to keep making the same mistakes. The same mistakes I made with my past friends. Kind of glances over at I.
Eyes mid-trance.
Hmm.
Eric just kind of lets out a bit of a sigh. There was a lot going on back then. Was gonna try to talk to you about it, but everything just kind of escalated.
I don't remember if you even mentioned, since it's been a bit hectic, but what did you want to talk to me about? Why me? I mean, you know I'm as good with words as anyone, myself included.
Might be shit with words, but you're still, technically speaking, a dragon.
Yeah.
And it was specifically regarding things I was seeing in the dragon dream.
Okay. Let's just put a stop right here. Gil,
Mm-hmm.
half dragon, don't get the dragon dream. And you haven't had the dragon dream since you've
Yeah, it's been well
not been a
over.
dragon.
Yeah.
So, and it is very strange that he's getting the dragon dream because he's not a full dragon.
It's been
So
well over
that's,
1,000 years for... has it been 1,000? It's been centuries at the very least, if not a millennia. Yeah.
It's been like around 800 years since Tiamat got out,
Mm-hmm.
and you'd already been not a dragon for a while at that point.
Yeah. So closer to 800 years, probably. I think we used to have...
How long had you been cursed when you had the game?
I think it was only like a
With
few
the-
years when the original game
Okay,
started.
so 800 years.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah.
Okay. Resume. Ow. Stupid.
You're getting a dragon dream?
Was. It's kind of a complicated situation.
Kinda have to be.
Yeah, let's just say I was seeing a lot.
Gil just kinda shrugs. Well, everything's kinda crazy right now, so I'd say it's probably top 5 weirdest things that this party's had to deal with as of late.
Yeah, where does that rank in the top 5?
Probably tied with the disappearing door that has weird time shit. And whatever the fuck Soraya is.
Well, I mean, I guess if it helps, that door was technically tied to a demi-plane and a demigod. Lots of shit went down in there.
I
Is
guess
this
that's
putting it
true.
above or below the Dragon Dream?
I went into the soul of a demigod today.
Well, I mean, there was the Sea of Dragon Blood, there was the Owl Bear, there was the Ghost Dragon.
Wait, you fought
Probably
an-
put it above Soraya.
You fought an owlbear in there?
Owl Bear is a very strong term for it.
Okay. Yeah. You're gonna definitely need to catch me up on a lot of that stuff. But for now, I think I'm gonna need some rest. Just
Yeah, you should probably do that. Don't want you any crankier in the morning than you already are.
Just let me know if you need to talk in the future.
Yeah, I'll try to do that.
And Gil will make his way to his bedroll.
Alright, and for the fun of it, man, roll me a D100.
Oh boy.
See if you got a dragon dream tonight.
56.
56. I need to roll something as well.
Oh boy.
Okay. I'm not going to run this encounter, but you fall. Actually, I'm gonna roll another thing. For the fun of it. That's 3d6. Okay, 2d6. Okay. You fight with like you get woken up during your watch. Well, the rest of the party gets woken up during the watch to fight like about 13 regular ass rogue skeletons.
Mm.
And it takes you, well, not 2 rounds of combat, 2 or 3 turns of combat to just get rid of those things, and then you're good. And I'm not going to make you fight 13 skeletons because that would be stupid. So yeah, 13 skeletons. Woo! Yeah, that's what happens. Um, Eventually, you make your way out of the. You make your way to the the Adventurers Guild where you got in Fellhaven, where you got your contract, and you've successfully went into the door and dealt with what was inside. I believe it was 500 gold each, except the people who didn't get the quest. So, like 2,500 gold total. And for Woven, for your guide work with the guild, you get 200 gold.
Oh.
So everyone gets 500. Everyone who was here at the start. So I, Herrick, Gil, and everyone's local dumbass, Tony. Why is Tony? Why is Tony's token just a generic
It's
motherfucker?
mysteries.
Anyway, I, Gil, Hecate, Herrick, and get 500 gold each, which is 4 of you, so that's 2,000, and then you get 200 gold for Soraya, which is another 200, so 2,200. You can pull that up together or just leave it on your sheet as personal money, which is what I would suggest you do.
Right.
so
How much?
Gil gets 500.
each.
Thank you.
Oh no.
Yeah, 500 each, except Soraya, because Soraya wasn't charged with dealing with the door. She was charged with being a guide, so she gets 200 from guiding you around. She did participate in the the clearing of the tainted door, but she didn't have a contract, and if you don't sign a contract for a job, even if you do it, you don't get paid. So yeah, no contract for you.
I think
Fuck you, Wolfen.
I think Gil's just gonna kind of walk over and give her another 200 from his cut.
That you don't thank you? You didn't have to.
Well,
Are you sure?
you kept them safe when I couldn't. I
They
didn't
didn't make it
exactly.
easy.
I didn't exactly help find the door either. It kind of found us. So.
Mm-hmm. Alright. If you're sure.
Damn it, Rupee.
She'll take the gold.
Oh.
Bye.
So 400 for Soraya, and
Yeah.
I mean, Soraya, how much gold do you have? Because I don't know if we gave you
before-
any gold to start with.
Before you just gave me, I had like 125.
I feel like a level 8 character or a level 7 character that you were would have a bit more gold. So just kind of, I'm just gonna roll something for you.
Okay. Yay, more
It's
money.
gonna be like, it's gonna be 10 gold times the result of this. I'm gonna do 2d10 times 10 gold. So 2d10s. 11 times 10 gold, so 111. So just add 100.
110.
Okay, thank you.
And I'm just going to. You can also have 50 silver and 160 copper.
Okay, cool, thanks. That's electrum, that's not copper.
Yeah.
You don't want Electrum. Who wants Electrum?
No one wants electrum.
No one.
You don't talk about the person
Electrum,
that did.
Electrum doesn't exist.
Yeah, it
Well,
really
no,
don't.
it exists, but it's kind of like. It's definitely something that only merchants use.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, here's half a gold.
Like $2 bills and 50-cent coins.
Essentially, yeah.
They're not very common, but they always cause a headache when they show up.
All right, so yeah, you all get to. Did everyone level themselves up to level 9 while
Believe
we're
so.
doing this?
Yes.
I think we did that last before we left.
I am finally fully on sync with everyone. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then we're gonna go over a few things. I think I'm gonna scroll back up. I'm looking for a roll made by Hecate.
I'm loading. I'm trying.
Tony, I'm going to need you to find.
You
Okay,
need to what?
I to find the roles that you did so that we can go over what happened. But how about Hecate? How about you remind me what happened with your character?
You know, the hilarious thing was that you had me roll dice in person because we didn't
physically.
have Foundry pulled up.
Yeah, that's right.
I remember.
Okay, so
I remember we
what
had like
happened?
a 17 for my high number. I
So
think.
what happened is during this time, not necessarily we don't necessarily have to go over like it do a scene with it, but during this time, Hecate Hecate learns to read sheet music. She's not necessarily a sight reader, as in like the people who can just you put a piece of paper with notes on it and they just can play it immediately. But Hecate can like look at music, learn it, and then play it, which
This
is
bitch can read. Bird boy
Fish
can read.
music. So Bird Boy can read music now. So that's the big achievement they did in their downtime is they can now read music, which means in this specific scenario because they learned how to do it from like the goddess of magic thing and the way that they learned to read sheet music, if they find a bard spell on their travels, Hecate can just add it to their spell list. The same way a wizard could. To be fair, not a lot of spells are bard spells. Bards don't have a lot of specific spells. They usually just get spells from other classes. But if it's specifically a bard spell, Hecate can learn it.
So what you're saying is that bards are just spicy wizards.
Bards are spicy wizards who try to have sex with dragons.
So true.
apparently.
I mean, he has yet to try that, so.
Yeah,
You're
you
not a
haven't
bard.
really prepositioned Gil.
It
Huh?
just winks at Gil with no context.
Well, we've already established that Gil's a dragon, so.
Like I said, Bird Boy just turns his head towards Gil and just winks, and then turns his head back.
Oh, hell nah.
Oh, hell nah. Alright. I think I gave you enough time. Give me one thing that happens over the year.
I've been trying to think here already, okay? Like, it's not going well. Besides crafting the actual gloves, I don't know what the fuck to do.
Do that then.
This is fine.
What gloves?
Alright, I'm doing that.
What gloves?
The gloves that she wants to make out of, like,
The dragon
she wants to
hide.
make something out of the dragon hide.
Oh yeah, you do have leather. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm not going to make it so that you can fail or succeed. You're good enough to make gloves by now. So what you're gonna roll is you're gonna roll your tools, and depending on how high you roll, I'm gonna decide how much magical essence you manage to keep from the dragon's hide. So if you roll really good, you're probably going to get some kind of like acid or poison spell cantrip on top of resistance to acid. If you roll middling, you might get resistance to acid. And if you roll shit, you might just get cool gloves.
Bullshit then.
Do you ask anyone for help or guidance?
Is there someone she can ask?
I don't think there's anyone who is also proficient in this tool
No, I don't
that
think
could
so.
help.
No.
You're the only one who has leather working tools, so. But someone could cast a guidance spell on you. Anyone has guidance?
Hi.
Hi.
So
If
you
I'm
walk up
still
to
around,
Eric. So you walk up to Eric and you're like,
Yeah, no.
"Hey, I would like to-
Okay, no.
I would like to make
No, I want to set this scene here.
skin
No,
blood
hang on.
from you."
Let me add this. Let me add
Okay.
this. So during the time that passes, I knocks on like whatever door that Herrick's behind, and then just peeks her head in. Can I have a moment of your time? Just a
Well, that
moment.
depends. What do you need?
You remember the dragon that we killed? Of course you do. She just dangles a little bit of the dragon hide that she is going to use, like, through the door. I was thinking of making something out of it, but might need a bit of help.
So you want me to help you with the hide of a dragon that pissed off my grandfather and turn it into, like, what, gloves or something?
He just nods.
Fuck yeah,
Just
let's do it.
All
Fuck
right.
that guy.
So I'm gonna say,
Hecate will
you
just
know what?
slowly stride over with the hide. There you go.
Okay, so what I'm gonna say is, because of pure spite, I'm gonna give you an extra D6 instead of a D4.
Hell yeah!
So roll me a D20 plus a D6 plus your bonus for your tool proficiency. Do you have sleight of hand?
I do not have that.
Okay, because like the new rules in 2024, they say something about if you have a skill and a tool to work on something, you get advantage on top of the proficiency bonus. If you had sleight of hand on top of your tool, I would say that making something like that would be sleight of hand. So I'm just going to say if you want to use one of your other things to train a skill, that would be something that might give you
Actually,
bonuses.
yeah,
in the
that
future.
would be cool to do. Actually.
Okay,
Probably.
so one of the other, I'm gonna let you train that skill before you attempt this. So over the year that you have, you find someone in Jade, which is the city where you live. You find someone in Jade that can teach you how to use the sleight of hand. You find like some person who's like doing the cops. Okay, so I'm gonna ask: do you look for a professional or some thievery shady motherfucker? What does
The
I do?
connections that she probably has, she could probably find either, but
What would I do?
I'd say I'd say that she would, as a person, she would go for a professional.
Okay. So you just think about it for a second, shrug, and walk into the Thieves Guild. You
Close enough.
usually it would be hard, but with your connections with the Adventurers Guild, there's a lot of roguish people in the Adventurers Guild. You flout your diamond rank status and just kind of get the information that you need. You walk into the Thieves Guild, and some of the teacher that teaches mini rogues how to do their level 0 rogues, how to learn their sleight of hand features, and you walk into this room of like orphans and urchins and all the people who become rogues, and you get to learn sleight of hand. Add sleight of hand to your sheet. Whoa!
That's a
And now
hefty
you
bonus
make
on that.
yours. And now you get your ability check. Make your ability check with your tool with advantage.
Cool.
And
Watch it fail,
26.
anyways.
24. That's pretty good. Yeah, so I'm gonna say that while you wear these gloves, I'm gonna look up something real quick.
Yeah, if we didn't do that, that would be just a bit worse. Just like out of 20. Now she has a freaking +9 in sleight of hand. Jeez. Pull up the items.
It's actually not bad. You while you're wearing the gloves, you can cast acid splash. And once per day you can cast Melf's acid arrow. 24 is really good. So yeah, I'm gonna give you like, and I'm gonna make it a magic item at some point. But you can, so essentially it gives you
Acid
access
Splash is
to
at
the-
will.
Acid splash is a cantrip, so it's at will.
Okay.
Yes. You get access to the acid splash cantrip, and once per day Melf's acid arrow, which is not like an amazing spell, but it probably you can cast it on like a metal door and have it just kind of
Yeah, more
corrode and
situational
melt.
use.
Yeah. I mean, and in the really weird situation, you could definitely just kind of where you're out of reach of someone and you lost your bow, you can definitely throw an acid arrow at someone. I'd allow something like if you're hasted by someone, you could like use your action to apply acid arrow to one of your arrows. I'm gonna think of
Yeah.
something cool that you can do with this.
And did it
Like
get
once per
the
day, you
resistance?
shoot an arrow and you just add the effect of acid arrow onto it. That might be what I do. You just
Did
kind
it-
of.
So Warboss, did it get the resistance?
Oh yeah, you have resistance against acid. So resistance to acid, and you get a cantrip and a spell.
Oh yeah, I take that as a win.
And you definitely do not get the options I had with pure acid. Like there are spells that deal acid damage. Most of them are like they do things and acid damage, like elemental weapon, glyph of warding, hunger of Adar, conjure minor elementals, elemental bane. Those are all things that do acid, but none of them are specifically acid. There's like Melf's acid arrow, hunger of Adar, vitriolic sphere, and that's it. Those are there's a spell that actively just deal acid damage. And with 24, I don't think I'm going to give you a vitriolic sphere because that's like better than fireball. So not doing that. But yeah, second level spell, acid arrow. It's pretty good. And situational. Yeah. So an acid splash is one of my favorite cantrips. It's really a cantrip that it's 60 feet, but it's not just you target someone. Is you choose a point and it explodes in 5 feet. So it's the same range as when you cast like what was it, like moonbeam, where it's kind of like a 9 square thing. It's really good. When small enemies
Wait.
are bunched up.
Actually, I was like, I can name this. What was this dragon's true name again?
Verdan.
Spell that?
I see that Steins Gate reference, Mitty. Get the fuck out of here.
And
Thank you.
gloves of that dragon I hate. In parentheses, Verdan.
Nah. Oh wait, now that's even better. The gloves of Verdan. Holy crap.
I think that's it. I'm gonna double check. I might as well. NPCs, antagonists.
There we go. It was gonna be gloves of Verdan, but I'm really growing attached to that dragon I hate.
I was wrong.
I come back and see name subject to change. Fuck off, Mitty.
It's Verdan, not Verdan.
Alright, I'll fix that then.
Gloves of that dragon I hate. In parentheses, Verdan.
I didn't even get the chance to
Acid
use
splash
Bolt of Dragon
on
Slaying on that thing, and I should have. I just realized it.
Yeah, but like do I want to give it one more? Okay, so I'm gonna give these gloves one more ability. They're gonna be a uncommon item. 24. They're gonna be a rare magical item, and what they do is they give you advantage when dealing with toxic plants. So if you ever want to make poison or acid and stuff, you're gonna have advantage when dealing with when using acid plants and acid toxic plants.
All right, final.
Yeah, that's good.
I'll do the flavor text later. For now, this is
No
good.
worries. I don't know why, but I think of a scene from fucking Zootopia when they meet the boss, and he's like, "You disrespected me. You gave me a rock made from a skunk's butt." And I'm just thinking that that's what happens. you make Vernon butt gloves. So I'm sorry. It's dumb. Fuck. Okay, so let's try to figure out one thing that everybody's local dumbass does. I like you, Tony, because everyone's local dumbass is your name in the server, but it also
Uh-huh.
very much applies to your character. So,
Exactly.
uh, so I'm gonna to make it easier for everyone. I'm gonna ask: is there a skill or a new tool that you would like to learn over these? We're gonna go over everyone, so we're gonna go that way. So we already made I. I already has a tool, a skill that they did. We're gonna do you, and then Herrick, and then Gil, and then Wolven, and Pokemon. You can have both of your temporary characters get an additional skill. So let's start with you. Is there an ability that you would like to have proficiency on, or you can roll? You have two choices. You can roll high or low, and get expertise on a high, and essentially I have a dice, which is a big coin that says yes or no. Give me a second. I'm gonna take it out. Yes or no. So you can get proficiency in a skill where you're not proficient in, or you can try to get expertise. If you try to get expertise, I'm just gonna grab the coin. It's a yes or no. I'm gonna flip it, and if it's a yes, you get your expertise. If it's a no, well, you fail at getting expertise, but you're gonna get like progress, and the next time you have downtime, you'll get that expertise. It's gonna be a lot easier if you just pick a skill you're not proficient with, but I'm not gonna stop you otherwise.
I think I'm just gonna get a proficiency in nature.
Okay. I'm still waiting for Tony's answer. Tony.
Like whenever
What's
I get
the-
a chance, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm
No,
not
that's fine.
sure. I'm stuck in like a whole like. Thank you, Rippy.
Hecate, your non-proficient skills are animal handling. Do you want animal handling? Okay.
You know what?
You have
I would like to
animal-
get a cat.
You have animal handling, deception, intimidation, medicine, nature, sleight of hand, stealth, and survival. Those are the skills you don't have. As for the tools, you don't have anything other than a magical item. You don't the musical instrument you don't have. You don't have any tool proficiencies.
Yeah, like I've got options. I've got like literally choice paralysis. I'm here like, ooh.
Okay, do you want to learn a tool or a skill? Let's go easy. Let's separate. So
We probably want to go with
a
a
skill.
tool.
Okay. A tool.
Probably like close range weaponry in case, you know.
Do you want a gaming set or an artisan's tool?
Artisans.
Gaming set are more gonna be in artisan's tools. Okay. You can be an alchemist, a brewer, a calligraphy, a carpenter, a cartographer, a cobbler, a cook, a glassblower, a jeweler, a leathers worker.
Let's make it simpler. What kind of shit would Hecate make? Like, what would they, if
What
they
would
were
you
to
want
sit down and
create?
do a craft?
Yeah.
Hmm.
If there's something you want to do in your downtime, like the gloves that Midi did, it's definitely Sai. I think it's more Sai than Midi now.
Feel
know.
like because you know he tavern hops a lot before you know main story shit happened.
Mm-hmm.
I think he would be interested in like making drinks of
So like brewers.
yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna give you brewer's tool, and I'm actually, because you have like a magical okay, so you do get brewers. I'm gonna ask you to roll to see if you can also get alchemist, so you can make like. I feel like you would be able to like do your brews and also add some magical effect to your brews. So like you're kind of like at first you're like, you know what? I'm just going to roll this.
Hecate's basically like, fuck yeah, I think everybody just needs a drink.
So
You're
the
not wrong.
first thing that happens is you make a drink, you drink it, and you're kind of like, that's, I don't get enough of a buzz. So you keep on making drinks, and eventually you ask like a dwarf to come over. Yeah, I think your forge master in the forge bastion that you have is a dwarf. So you
Believe
get
so.
that dwarf and he helps you out, and you manage to make a magically numbing greater dwarven brew, which essentially gives disadvantage to anyone who tries to 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 get to make a Constitution saving throw on it, which essentially is something that you make your drink magically potent. So you eventually do brewers supplies, and you start to learn about the dwarf starts to teach about magical brews, and eventually you get over the year you get alchemist supply as well. So if you want, so just for the sake of like mechanics, over your year you're gonna be able to make a few potions. We'll decide how many between now and next session, and you will decide what kind of potions you can make with your level of proficiency. So
Okay.
so alchemist supplies and brewer's supplies is what you get. And they're both based on intelligence. A brewer's supply I'm gonna allow. Well, your wisdom, intelligence are both 14s, so it's not gonna change anything. So yeah, so that's good. Oh, I need to do this. Fucking hell. Give me a second.
I do apologize for the child in the background screaming.
Oh, it's fine.
She doesn't.
Yeah, no, I'm like, I speak of her and she's like, nah, don't you dare.
You know what you really should do? You should just draw Rupee as a screaming tabaxi.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
So I leveled you up to a 9th level bard. So you need to come. You need to choose 2 new spells.
Oh.
So you got the 5th level spells, which means we can do this after game. You're probably not
Okay.
gonna get into combat, but after game I'll come up with 2 5th level spells that you can get. Fifth level spells are the big ones. They're pretty cool. So I already have one that you can make that would be really good with you. I think it's a bard spell. It's called Synaptic Static. Essentially, you do like a discordant sound that everyone goes fucking insane with, and it destabilizes everyone. So
Insane the membrane.
what it does is it deals psychic damage, the same damage as a fireball, which is a lower level spell, but also everyone has to like remove a number, like a dice from all the checks that they do until they make the save against your saving throw DC. So essentially, it's kind of like a fireball and a bane spell chucked into one another. It's really good. It's a really good spell. And if it's not a bard spell, I'm just gonna make it a bard spell for you, because fuck it.
Yippee.
Yeah.
Roll cool.
You get that spell. It's gonna be your strong, like, fuck up a group of enemies spell. And then you can have another spell that's more utility for your other 5th level spell. Or you can take 2 damage in once. I don't give a shit. Anyway, so, Herrick, skill or tool that you want to learn. Or expertise, which is a win or lose.
Would I be able to try to get expertise in a tool?
Yeah, sure.
I would probably do that with jeweler's tools, which I use also for runes and shit, so...
Okay. Yeah, you do it.
Sweet.
So I'm gonna say that technically it's rune crafters, not jewelers, but you can't add custom tool proficiencies. So I'm just going to say it's gem for gem tools. I'll do gems, and mechanically they also allow you to do this.
Yep. Sounds good.
Okay. Curb, what do you want to do? Do you want to get an expertise, a skill, or a tool?
I think the way Gil's kind of leaning, especially after recent events, I think he'd actually probably start learning how to perform medicine.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna take proficiency in medicine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And for the sake of, like, you spent a fucking year doing it, there is like a health kit tool thing that you can
Healer?
have, right?
The healer
Healer's
feat is
tools
what you're
or
talking
whatever.
about, or
No, not the healer feat. There's an item that
you're
can
just
get
talking
that
about
lets you
healer's
Healer's
kit? Yeah.
Yeah, you get add a healer's kit to your sheet
Okay.
that you probably got from training into that medicine.
Roger that.
Okay, and then Woven, skill or tool proficiency that you want to have, and I'm gonna say since you're a new player and these fucks have gotten a lot of shit over the years, choose 2. We're gonna make you catch up with the others.
Okay. Then can I take proficiency in persuasion and smithing tools? Smith's tools?
100%. 100%. So Smith's tools, you're gonna make. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a special Smith's tools proficiency, which is you're proficient with Smith's tools, but if you're working with anything silver, you have disadvantage. Cool. That's not going to be on your sheet though. It's just going to be very situational. Yeah.
me see.
Okay. Cool. There, I've ticked
Okay.
off persuasion.
Okay, so yeah, that's the entire party. Is there anything else that you guys wanted to do over the time? I think aside from Eric is the one that gave me 3.
By the way, I just bringing up Vanya's just going Tinker's Tools.
Oh yeah, fine, yeah. Okay. All right, so we're gonna do another little scene. Herrick,
Hi.
you're at the bottom of the stairs of one of the great spires of Jade. Your spire is getting pretty cool. Actually, no, we're not gonna do this. First things first. I'm gonna do another thing. So, Herrick, you and the party show up in your horde room, and you have the hordes of a topaz dragon and a black dragon to empty into this the horde that you have in your basement. Did you have like bags of holding or portable hole?
I mean, I know Gil has a bag of holding.
Mm-hmm. I think we have a bag of holding
and,
and a portable hole now, because he
Yeah.
was also using a portable hole to try and transport all of the fucking horde.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Also,
also
I
gave
thought- I
me
think
one.
Woven.
Yeah, I think that's the
Woven
one I gave
also
you.
got
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
magical. Yeah, Woven has a magical. I think Woven's is the portable hole.
Yeah,
Or
I
was
probably
it,
gave that to her, yeah.
Or no, Woven
You-
got one from her patron.
Oh,
Yes.
that's what it was. Oh,
Actually,
damn,
you know
alright.
what? Yeah, Ebrick gave her a magical
Mhm.
thing so that they could carry stuff out. Yeah, so I'm gonna think about what is special about this divine bag of holding. I'll come with something. For now, let's just say you have enough inventory space to carry all of that shit. So, Gil, Soraya, and who else is? Anyway, Gil and Soraya, you get together and you walk up to the edge of this sad horde, in the sense that there's a big depression in the ground that's kind of like as if someone had hollowed out the ground with a sphere, and there's just kind of a little pile of gold and jewelry at the bottom that's kind of like worth 4,000 gold of shit. And it's kind of beauty, and it doesn't even feel like a 12th of the space that there is into this and this horde. Wait, let's just say it fills about a 20th of this hole, and it's kind of like a little like pile of stuff at the bottom of this giant hole. It's very puny. Anyway, so yeah, so all of you are just kind of standing at the edge of this like actually embarrassing amount of treasure for a group of adventurers as advanced as you are. I've set the scene. You guys do the rest.
I'm looking at Gil because I don't know what's going on here.
Yep, this is...
Just-
Yeah, this is technically your first time here.
Yeah.
So this is our horde.
All right. Why is it sunk into the ground though?
Because
What, you
Just
think
to
we
make
want it just
extra
hanging
space?
out up top?
I don't know. Maybe.
magic bullshit. I don't fucking
Okay.
know.
That makes sense. I'll accept magic bullshit.
Yeah, this whole place is fucking enchanted. Speaking of, are you actually going to be joining us from here on out? Because, like...
I meant to ask back in the Fell Empire, but it kind of didn't come up, and I kind of just tagged along. So
Yeah, I was wondering why you were still along with us.
I was meaning
I
to
mean,
ask,
She's
but
good company. I'm not gonna complain.
Wow, I.
Glares
She came
over
along.
at glares over at Vanya. Weren't you supposed to report back to the, you know?
I have a little bit more free time before I have to report back.
Angrelish shows up and says, "Oh, don't worry. She's thick."
We love our snake boy.
This is a regular occurrence with her.
Also, what the fuck am I using Angreliss's blessing?
I don't know. It never came up.
Because he's been managing the shop.
No, it's just that I gave you like a random ass thing that would happen if, in my notes, if something happens to you, and it never came up.
Oh, fuck.
Like, you have a blessing that is going to activate if something happens. And if that thing happens, you're going to be good.
Guys, I'm gonna need y'all to, like, interrogate Mr. DM guy here.
Nah, it'll come up when it comes up.
No.
Nah.
All I,
It's,
All I
it's
recommend
something
is
that I
don't
did with it's something that I did with Min in my previous game where I just gave him a wish, and I waited the entire game for him to say I wish or I want something in character, and he never did until like until eventually I
So
just
it's
kind
the
of
fucking same
told him.
situation where I gotta find, like, the keyword.
Possibly.
Not
You don't know.
necessarily.
knows?
Maybe an enemy. Maybe a specific enemy is gonna do like Angerless is a
Celestial.
quaddle,
Yeah.
and in my lore, quaddles are kind of like a group of celestial that deal with faith. So not faith as in like faith in the god, but fate as in like the proper essentially what they do is they're really good at divination. So Angrel kind of divined that something would happen somewhere in the future that I haven't come up with it, but Angrelus knows, and he gave you a blessing that's going to come in handy when that specific thing happens.
Alright.
Anyways, so Soraya,
yes.
what are you doing?
But in this very moment, with my bag full of your treasure, or just in general?
In regards to you actually joining the team.
I would like to, if that's all right. Because I made a promise to Eberic. He offered me magic, and I said yes with the intent of keeping them safe. And I honestly, having seen what the shards can do, and knowing what kind of target that puts on your backs, I'd rather be here to help keep you safe in case. If that
That's
makes sense.
Probably for the best, although I think we should probably turn in the two that you guys got to the Great Worm Council as soon as possible. Because I get the feeling they're going to be able to keep track of them better than we will if we're going to be journeying.
Mhm.
Oh, she's so sweet. Keep her. Says Angelus.
Right.
Hey, Angelus, we don't keep all the strays that we find. No offense, by the way, no offense. We don't keep all the strays that we find off on the street, you know. But we'll see.
Sarah speaks, and all Ingrilus hears is,
Thank you,
by
Rupee.
in response to what I just said, Vanya's just it's like, why not? They kept you, didn't they?
no,
Oh.
no.
Oh, will you shut up?
Oh.
She just has
Hecate just
like
kinda
a
shits her
smile.
eyes.
I'll be fair, they kind of needed my assistance after a certain someone that they trusted turned tail and
Believe me,
turned
don't-
coat on them.
Don't trust me.
Yeah,
I know. I know.
Speaking
I'm just trying to give you a hard time.
Speaking of, if you are going to be joining, how the fuck do we change her room out for your? Because like, how does this work again? It's like blood on the door or whatever.
I mean, given the fact
There's
that
a little. There's okay. So reminder, next to the door, there's like a little statue of a dragon's head, and you have to like prick your finger on one of the canines of this dragon, and then and then let one drop of your blood fall onto the tongue of the dragon, which is like a ruby.
Yeah,
And
Gil's
it
just
kinda
gonna kind
shines
of
in.
Right now, that room is just purely consistent of a nest. That's it. Like,
Yeah.
it's just a nest.
Gil's gonna basically walk over to the dragon statue and kind of walk Soraya through that process to get her room situated down here in the vault.
All right.
So as you pour is a wrong word. As you drip one drop of your blood on the dragon's head, it shines. The door shines and then creaks open. Well, technically, no, it doesn't because it just kind of disappears. But for everyone else, it looks like a wall. But for you, who gave your blood, it looks like an entrance.
Okay. Oh, that's neat. Okay, cool.
Do you walk in?
I kind of want to walk in, yeah.
All right.
You basically just face through the stone, right? You don't even like.
You face to the stone.
Yeah.
Okay, so mechanically speaking, for anyone who would think about plot holes and stuff, specifically how it works is the door can be reset, but only if the user of the door hasn't used it in a very long time.
Cool. So yeah, we've erased Soraya at the.
So we've erased Soraya.
Sayora.
Sayora hasn't used the door in long
Sayora.
enough that she
Sayora.
can be.
There's
Sayora.
too many like there's
Sayora.
too many like Sarah names.
Fucking end me.
It
Sayora
was first.
can then be replaced by Soraya. Okay,
Hey,
so
No, I
when
think
you enter-
maybe it just got confused by the similar names. It's just like, you know what?
Yep.
Close enough. Welcome back.
Hey, Tony.
So
Tony, Warboss,
Soraya.
Daphne, Doris.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Duras,
yes.
Daphnis, Doris, Dolores. Anyway, but yeah. So Soraya, you enter this room, and there is a lavish bed, a thank you, B. A large on one of your walls there is essentially a bookcase with multiple multiple books on different martial arts stances and stuff, and different martial disciplines, as well as meditations to and like treaties on ki and how it works and stuff. Um, Besides that bookcase, that bookcase, um, is like a metallic um you know when you've got like what's the name a mannequin a,
Yeah.
a mannequin but made for punching. Is there a specific word for that?
Training dummy.
Training dummy. You have a training dummy. Thank you. I was just kind of it wasn't there. A metallic training dummy that has some arcane runes. You think it would technically like start to move and make it a difficult fight. And then I'm going to ask you, what are two other things that are in your room that you would want, that Sreya would want to be there?
Two other things. Probably a writing desk, because she
Okay.
does have her journal and she will probably be writing letters home. One other thing. Well, okay, size of the room. Would I be comfortable being a cat in here?
Oh, do you want like a giant cat bed?
Was kind of thinking of it, or like when you have like,
okay,
when people build like cat trees into the wall for their cats, something like that.
Okay, so a giant
cat jungle
tree.
gym. Cat
Okay,
jungle gym.
just
like out of one wall.
Next, so like you've got the training dummy, and next to it you've got just like this giant. Okay, so essentially for the size of the room is magical. So it usually is as big as it needs to be to contain everything that the person who has the room wants. To a certain degree, but definitely you can have a giant cat tree.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so a writing desk, a bookshelves with different. That's what I was looking for. Bookshelves with multiple books on martial techniques and ki and just kind of meditation and stuff. And finally, a giant fucking cat tree. It's wonderful.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so essentially, you've got like a separate wing of your room, like when people have like walk-in closets. You have a walk-in closet. When you get in, it's like a cat bed, like a scratch post, and in the back just this giant cat tree.
Yes.
Just kind of stands there. Okay, cool. That's what's in your room.
So thank you.
That's really funny. One day someone's gonna knock at your door. You're gonna be like, "Oh, it's open," and you're just gonna be sitting on top of your giant cat tree.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. Anyway, so after doing that, you walk to the hoard and begin emptying your bounty. At which point the hole is almost completely filled, because you went from like 4,000 gold's worth of shit to more than 100,000 worth of gold, and as you just kind of empty all of that shit in in the hole, some of the items disappear and appear like let's say you have one of the item is a piece of art and it's a beautiful tableau of just or a landscape or some sort of painting. The painting immediately phases out of the pit and just kind of appears on one of the walls, like set up properly. And if there are magical weapons and stuff, there's kind of like a kind of weapon rack that appears, a beautiful weapon rack that's kind of like bejeweled, and the different weapons just kind of slip in there as they are fell into the hole. And the hole mostly keeps the gemstones and the gold as kind of like the stuff the dragon would sleep on, and the other things get like sorted into different sections of the room. A section for weapon, a section for scrolls, a section for all this stuff. So Soraya gets the answer to why there's a hole at that moment.
Yeah, it makes sense now. Cool though.
And then there's a rumbling as everything shakes. The entire room shakes, and you hear a grinding sound. And all of you who have magical items, they increase magical hoard items. They increase by 1 step. So, Gil, your mask gets 1 more ability, and then for everyone who has specific like dragon vessel and stuff, with a specific non-homebrew progression for their magical item, you just get the next level of item.
Which would be Wakened, if I'm not correct. Would that be Wakened?
I think it's the last one, yeah.
Just give me a second.
Wait, if it's the last one, it would be Ascendant.
Or no, you're right. No, yeah, you're right.
I have it somewhere. Party Horde. 50,000 to 500,000 gold pieces Wakened, and 500,000 gold pieces to 5 million gold pieces is Ascendant. So right now you're at 181,108, which means you're now in the Wakened. You've left Stirring behind and Wakened. You need to triple your horde before you get Ascendant.
Yep.
Which is probably going to happen since you're literally going into the Queendom next, so you're gonna get more than a few hordes to plunder, depending on how diplomatic you're being.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna watch this later, Pokemon, because right now.
Okay, one thing
but yeah,
noteworthy, by the way,
arcane
to
prosthesis.
Soraya, there are only
Don't
4
worry.
rooms.
Yeah, don't worry about my end. Just keep going with the game.
Yes, Sai?
I'm not saying there's only 4 rooms. That is all.
That's a question that's coming up later.
Technically, there were you were the spire was an octagonal, and I think I decided not to take a room. She said she was going to live.
Right,
like,
she was
in
like a
trees
separate
somewhere.
thing.
Yeah, an extension, if you will.
So you still we still we're still good with 4 rooms. Because we have Herrick, Gil, and fucking Tony, who's I don't know why I keep forgetting the name of your character.
Hecate.
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 So we have our rooms are Hecate, Gil, Herrick, and now Soraya, while I lives in her garden in a tree.
Oh yeah, welcome to the building. We also have Hatsune Meek Elf running the library.
Wait, what?
That is a thing.
I forgot
yeah.
about that. Holy
You're
shit!
I forgot about that. Thank
You're
you for reminding
welcome.
me.
I can't believe you forgot about Hatsune Miku.
Okay, so I didn't want to say anything, but earlier I read the Bastion stuff, and I read it as Atsume Milk Elf, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I looked more closely, and I was like, oh, like Hatsune Miku, Hatsune Miku Elf. Never mind. And that's where it ended. But yeah, I was,
I think
was weirded
you
out for a
deserve
second.
your punishment at that point.
It's also worth noting her name is not actually Hatsune Miku. To be clear,
Now.
it's
Alright.
not.
Yeah, no, that's
It is now.
It's really not. We've already established her name.
She's
Anyway.
just a mute elf. She can't speak, but she has ways.
So, Herrick, you are at the bottom of the stairs of one of the main spires of this area. Oh, I keep forgetting shit. So,
Imagine that.
this is insane. Hey, it's been a while, okay? Fuck you. Anyway, so
Rusty.
Soraya,
Rusty.
Yeah.
Soraya, you get to the top of your cat tree, and you see what essentially is a small post-it, like stuck to the top of it.
Oh, okay. What does it say?
You look at, so the post-it says, "Thank you for watching over him," with an emoji of a small dragon winking at you. A silver dragon winking at you.
Looks around. She doesn't know who this is from. So
You look around and then you look back, and the paper disappeared from between your fingers.
okay. Well, you're welcome, whoever that was.
Herrick, you're at the bottom of the stairs. What of this?
Am I this time you didn't forget anything else?
No, I think I'm good. Ah, Gil!
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, so Herrick, go ahead. Fuck. Yeah,
wanna
let's
talk to me? I mean,
let's just. So what do you do at the bottom of those stairs? This is the tower of fuck.
Tower of fuck.
This
Oh, no.
is the
That's a hell of a
this
name.
this is Tamara's tower.
Alright. I guess has he been like specifically summoned, or is this just the thing he's doing himself?
But you're just kind of, well, I mean, you weren't summoned, but when you went into your room, there was a small like note on your desk that was like that just said something along the lines of, "Hello, Herrick. Glad to see that you're back into the city of Jade. When you have time, if you want, you can come by. And it's not a pressing matter, but whenever you feel like it. Don't feel obliged to come and see your patron. Anyway, see you." And then once you've read it, you don't look away, so you see the paper just kind of in silver flames that are not hot, not cold either. They're just there.
It's kind of like a continual flame in a sense. It's not like an actual like burning flame.
Yeah. In fact, it's probably not paper either.
I
More a
almost imagine
representation of
it's
a magical message.
It could just be like, like a silver dragon scale just kind of like shows up and like the message is kind of like inscribed in it and then it just poofs.
Yeah, that would be fun. That would be smart, but I didn't do that, so fuck you. Anyway, so you're at the bottom of the stairs.
You didn't do it because it would have been smart.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm dumb. What?
Alright. Well, I've certainly got a lot to talk to her about. Best not to keep her waiting. And he's gonna start making his way up.
Right. Okay, so, right, you walk, and as you come in, there's like a silver dragonborn who just kind of motions you to one, just like in Adventure Zone, elevators exist in my universe. So you get like the in a small room that brings you up to the top, and you enter. And I think if I'm not stupid,
That's unfortunate.
I am stupid.
Oh wait, when were we gonna see off Jakal? What the heck?
Jakal?
You call Sarah?
No.
The other S.
Sorry, Jill.
Yeah,
Sword.
close enough. Close
Sword.
enough. Close enough. I was close enough.
We can do that scene afterwards.
Yeah, I assume she'd already
well.
kind of gone at this point. She's definitely not going all the way back with you guys.
Just
Figures much.
dropped her off on the side of the road.
Bro, something along those lines.
Okay.
Have fun with your lizard.
So here, I did have this. So you the room opens. Well, the door to the elevator open, and you're in high at the top of the tower, and the spire that makes the top of the tower is essentially just this jade spire, but from the inside it's completely see-through, so you can see the sky. And there's like some bookshelves with that are filled with magical books and stuff, and you have a large desk which is there to like I'm having a hard time with words today, greet people. And on top of the desk is a pure white cat with golden eyes.
Do I need to go get Rupee again?
Please don't.
Have I met this cat before? I don't recall.
I don't believe that you have.
Thank you.
I said
Ruby.
please don't.
She demanded anyway. Rupee, you just get on the lap and shut up.
Um, I'm sorry, Tony. The coin says
Oh.
no.
What do you mean?
Coin
What
says
do you
no.
mean?
Coin says
says
no.
Like, see. The coin says no.
Oh, yeah. Well, Rupee says hi.
That's it. You said, Rupee, come here and shut up. And I was like, yeah, no, the coin says no. She's not going to do that. Anyway, so what do you do? There's a white cat with golden eyes.
Um.
Well, he's
Hi,
already got a voice actress.
kitty.
Oh my god, your face is in the mic.
How about you just kind of put her on the floor, please? Okay, so Herrick, what's going on? There's a white cat.
Just kind of
It's pure white. Not
awkwardly
not even a
greets the
blemish.
cat. Just like, hey there, kitty.
The cat laughs and says, I need to roll a d3. The cat laughed and says, "Good morning, Herrick. It's nice to meet you. Well, it's nice to see you." And in the flash of silver light, the cat. Well, first the cat jumps on the ground in front of the desk, so as to not shapeshift while on the desk and end up as in her humanoid form standing on the desk. Should be really stupid. So the cat jumps down from the desk and then shapeshifts into a tall human woman, lightly muscled, curvy, wearing robes of white rimmed with golden filigree, with very little jewelry, of gold, rarely that are sorted with gems of any kind. Well, any kind. Let's say this time she's wearing sapphires. And she also has a single band with a blue diamond on her ring finger. Her skin is porcelain white and seems to glow with dim starlight. And immediately in her presence, you feel a comfortable aura of warmth. And her eyes are glowing with burnished gold. And she says, "Welcome once more to my tower, Herrick."
Not to question you, but do you normally shift into a cat like that and just sit on your desk?
She chuckles. Well, sometimes it's relaxing. Mostly when there's a nice sunbeam just hitting the desk in just the right place. It's mostly when I feel like turning into a dragon, but I can't because of other things. I turn into a cat instead. Dragon is by far more comfortable, but you do what you can. And then she peers at you and says, "What's... Oh. I think I need to call Kreska over." And she just kind of walks back to the desk and picks up a what's the fuck? A stone of far speech. I forget what they're called.
Like a storm ascending, or
Something like that. She picks up a pearl from her desk that's just kind of held in a three-pronged metal like holder, and she says, "Kreska, I think you need to come by. Our friend Herrick has something to discuss with us, I think." And then she just kind of drops it, and Kreska immediately teleports into the spire. Now, Kreska in her humanoid form is a tall, slender woman, thin in the waist and wide of hips, adorned in white gold jewelry. Her eyes are sapphire blue, bringing with unreleased lightning. Her smile is inviting, speaking of secrets yet to be told. Often she wears long blue robes, hemmed in rich white fur. Her mantle her mantle of stars adorns her shoulders like a cloak. So she just kind of pops into existence. More along the lines of, you see a claw poke through space, just kind of poke out of nothing and slide down, and then like a curtain being shoved aside, Kreska just kind of walks through the curtain, and reality just kind of bends out and then slips back into place. And then you see the small line that she cut with her claw just kind of shine with a blue light, and just kind of goes as it closes, like a magical zipper. Very strange, very fun. And Kreska says, "Tomorrow, what seems to be the Oh. Oh. Well. Look who's gone and became a warlock. Nice to meet you, Herrick. I don't know if we've been introduced. Hello." And Tamara just goes, "Kreska, please." "Oh, all right. So, I'm guessing Noel got in contact with you and told you some things. I'd like to know how much he divulged before I start talking and put my foot in my mouth. Go on. Tell me what happened 3 months and a half ago."
Well, he showed up in one of my dreams with Tiamat's shadow.
You see Kreska just kind of straighten her back a little. She just nods, but she looks a bit uncomfortable. Actually, does she look uncomfortable? Roll me an insight check. She doesn't look uncomfortable.
She doesn't look uncomfortable. Herrick looks uncomfortable.
I mean, to be fair, it's Kreska. She's like one of the most powerful beings in the plane of existence. So you would be right to be a bit uncomfortable. But yeah. She's definitely more powerful than Tamara, that's for sure. But yeah, she just kind of nods and motions for you to keep going.
Molly was there. We talked about things that were going on. At which point, he offered for me to join into a pact with him.
That
I also don't remember everything that happened. That was a while
no,
back.
it's fine. Don't worry about it. Sorry. The scene wasn't meant to happen a month and a half apart from the last episode. Yeah, so you explained what happened, that in trying to uh, make you join the pact, he let slip, or told you, you don't know, that Tamara was in some way in on the plan, and so was Kareska.
Mhm.
And that it involved the shards of Sardior. So Tamara just kind of nods and says, "Well, you know enough, I guess. So, all right. Null was truthful. Me, Null, and Tamara are on a secret pact. Sorry, me, Null, and Kreska are in a secret pact with the goal of possibly removing the Tiamat threat without having to kill her. Not because we, well, Null and Kreska don't think she's Kreska doesn't think I can't speak for Null. Kreska doesn't think she's redeemable, but we all agree that we can't beat her. If she lets go of malice and fights us for real, the entire council of Great Worms couldn't face Tiamat. Bahamut couldn't face Tiamat. So, yeah, we don't have a choice. The point we want is to gather all of the shards of Sardior and use them to undo the spell that was placed on Tiamat so long ago. Which means you're going to need to retrieve the shard that is held by the amethyst worm, which is going to be quite the task. And it's going to have to be done diplomatically. And Kreska scoffs and says, it's going to have to be done diplomatically because neither Tamara or I could defeat the amethyst worm. She is that powerful. And Tamara nods and says, well, that's the gist of it. Please don't tell my husband. He doesn't know that I'm working with what is essentially his greatest enemy. And the only... Null is the only dragon who could stop Landis in his tracks. And don't tell my husband I said that, but Null is the one dragon who is possibly stronger than Landis. A gold dragon would be devastated that a black dragon could overpower them, but I am not so prideful. I've learned to fight these instincts, though they do chain me down. In any case, um, at some point, not right now, but at some point when you've grown a little bit stronger, we're going to ask you, or I'm going have Landis ask you to um to go into the queendom and retrieve the shard held by the amethyst worm.
Actually, hold on. Is the amethyst worm actually in the queendom? I thought it was like to the south.
I think she's in the queendom. If I have the map. Oh yeah, you see. Well, I should drag you here.
Yeah, because like in my earlier notes, I had that the amethyst great worm was like to the south. It wasn't actually.
Yeah, but if you look at the if you look at the map that I just dragged everyone into, I'm gonna have to wait until you're all
Yep, once it loads.
loaded. Why does it not work? Okay. Slowly picking up the players and dragging them.
It's okay, Hecate. You don't need to see the map. You couldn't read it anyways. Okay, there we go.
So essentially, what I was going to say is, now that you see the map, the south, the queendom holds the south of the continent.
Gotcha.
It used to be Bastion territory, but the queendom managed to push and conquer Emerald, and once they had Emerald, they essentially they infiltrated Emerald, they took it over, and then the section of the of the of the Bastion territory was flanked by Emerald, which was now Queendom and the Frontier, and so just kind of slowly took them over the few hundred years that happened. So the Amethyst Worm is in Queendom territory. I think I told you she was around here, where it's kind of like a little hole. That's like that's a city of the Queendom, and she's a bit like she's not in the city, but she's around there. One thing that we didn't do on this map is draw where the mountains are, but she lives in a mountain south of that city.
Gotcha.
In a mountain range, in a mountain range. Anyway, so yes, the Amethyst Dragon is south, but south is in Queendom territory.
Gotcha.
So Tamara says we're gonna have to go into Queendom territory to try and retrieve um, the shard of Sardiur held by the Amethyst Dragon. Once that is done, Null will appropriate the shards held in Tiamat's hoard and secret them to us. At which point, Null has additional section of the plan. That's as far as he's revealed to us. Fucking null. Language. And then Kireska just rolls her eyes. And Tamara says, so, I will not force you to do this. This plan involves bringing forward Tiamat's wrath, and you would be involved in some very difficult situations. I think I wrote somewhere what the... Was it? I wrote somewhere, I remember writing somewhere where the which faction had which shards. I think it was in the chat somewhere. I don't remember where, but essentially, there's very few. There's a shard that is missing that no one knows where it is. There's a shard that's held by the Amethyst Dragon. And the remaining shards are held by the Queendom and the Bastion. And now Bastion has retrieved some of the two additional shards, which means currently I think Bastion has more shards than the Queendom, and they want to get all the shards. So, Herrick, do you accept this plan? Keep in mind, Gil requires two of the shards to break his curse. If you were to participate in this plan, he can't know about it. None of your party members can know about it. If anyone were to learn, they could be scryed upon, their minds could be sifted through, and the information could be found. Do you still have that charm that hides you from divination magic?
Yeah, about that. I kind of gave it to Noel so he could give it to Xeonine.
The fact that you are so caring is one of the things that drawn me to you, even if currently it is a bit of a problem. I believe there's a magical item that could help you. You could try to make another one of the you could make another one of the pendants. I do not know if you have the proper arcane schematic to make this magical item, though. We would have to look at what is possible. you do have some skill in uh, instilling magic into gemstones, don't you?
Yes. If anything, I've been getting better at it.
Of course you have. You see her just kind of close her eyes, and then there's a few arcane circles, an arcane circle that appears and orbits her head, a bit like a halo, and just kind of made of arcane runes. And you want roll me Arcana?
Arcana. Doing great. Gil's hogging all the good rolls again. Bastard.
Okay, so
I'm partially
um,
to blame for it, but this time.
well, what is it, Pokemon?
I think he did roll
I'm
a nat
partially to
20 as
blame
well.
for that. I rolled a nat 20, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Pokemon
Yeah, but it's
also
more fun
saw a
playing
good roll.
Gil.
You know what? I'm gonna let you roll again, and I'm rolling. You're rolling with advantage because she's your patron, and you can kind of sense some things from her. I'm gonna let you roll again.
Okay,
Okay,
23.
22.
That's better.
So, there are two schools of magic happening here. One is divination, the other one is dunamancy, so time magic. And she nods and says, "You gather some schematics from the tainted door. Well, from Ebrick, I should say. Correct?
Yes.
In those schematics, there is one that would allow you to create an item that would protect you from divination. You simply have to look into your hoard and you will find what you need."
Alright. I guess I'll have to do that once I get back.
She nods. And Kreska says, "If you are magically inclined, you could cast a spell to do that." And then Tamara says, "Kreska." It's good. What? It's true. You martial, focused people. I'm sure you do great, but it's not magic, is it? You're
I believe that's what
incorrigible.
the pact with my grandfather is for.
Yes. Hopefully you try to learn a little and sorry. Hopefully you try to learn a little and not rely completely on the spells that he gives you. Some warlocks are quite well learned, even though their magic is not wizardry, but I'm sure you can handle it. Anyway, I guess if you need anything, you can come to my tower. I'm not gonna give it for free, but if you're looking for a magical item which you don't have access to, I could part with one of mine at great cost, but I could. Tamara just gives her like a side eye and just squints, and Kreska says, "All right, I'll give them a discount. How does that sound?" And Tamara just goes, "Well, that sounds wonderful, Kreska. How kind of you." And then Kreska just goes, "Tamara, I would ask you to go fuck yourself." Tamara laughs.
Isn't that what Lindis is for?
Kreska laughs and roll inside again. Inside. Roll inside.
Inside.
With advantage again. That-
15.
Okay, so I have stats for Tamara, but I'm pretty sure she's not she's not attempting to deceive you at this moment. So Kreska laughs and Tamara just straightens her back a little, and you can see the smallest hint of a blush on her features. And she repeats, all right, so just to be clear, we're just gonna go over everything. You need to craft an item that will hide you from divination. You need to find a way to convince your allies that it's a good idea to get into the queendom. And finally, you need to make sure that no one learns of your true goals or be they your friends, my husband, other people from the council, even Ebrek, the god you saved recently, shouldn't be aware of this plan. I don't know everything, but I have a feeling that I think Noel knows something about the item that is lost, or maybe he has a plan to secure it before you find the final piece. And I think he knows where those last missing pieces of this puzzle can be found. He hasn't told us, but he has a plan. And if this works, if we finally break the spell, then perhaps we will be able to finally have a civil conversation with Tiamat and find a way to end this war. And Kreska goes, yeah, right. That's definitely going to happen. And Tamara says, well, I'm hopeful. And Kreska just rolls her eyes and says, if that's it, I think I'm gonna go now. Sorry. If that's it, I think I'm gonna go now. It was nice talking to you, Herrick. Try not to die. Ta-ta. And she just kind of takes a finger with a claw-like nail and just kind of slits it through emptiness, and once again it splits space-time in two halves that flutter like curtains, and she just kind of walks through, and then the curtains, as if there is no more wind, they just kind of flutter a little and then stabilize, and then the tear disappears. Tamara just sighs and says, well, that's about it, Eric. Think about it. Decide if you want to be part of this. I don't know if Noel is going to allow you not to be part of this, but I'm not going to push you into it. But I believe that just like you, Tiamat can be redeemed. I believe everyone can be redeemed. And I think that you're amenable to that idea. Otherwise, you wouldn't be putting so much effort in helping your friend. And she says friend as if she's kind of not necessarily believing that there's no other type of attachment to it. But hey.
I figured I'd have to return to the Queendom at some point. I can't say the prospect of going back right now thrills me, but they're gonna need somebody that knows the country.
You've got about 8 or 9 months before the plan comes into fruition. So, well, we'll find a way. Also, I think I have a well, Koreska has a contact. Some smuggler. I think he's called Narain Farah. I think he's going to be the one who's going to smuggle you into the Queendom. I don't believe that even though the Adventurers Guild spans all of our lands, I believe that they have different branches for the different factions. I don't believe that the Queendom would enjoy adventurers teleporting into their lands, and I think we wouldn't enjoy Queendom adventurers teleporting into our lands either. So yes, that's the plan. So make sure you craft the item that protects you from divination as soon as possible. I think it was a cloak or something. I'm not sure. I can't see that much. I can only see what you saw, and you skipped through past this item when you were looking through them. So I can't know what it is, but I think I saw enough of the runes through your eyes to figure that you have the proper item. In any case, that was what I wanted to talk about. Did you have something you wanted? Otherwise, I mean, I can always help.
You're sure you're really okay with this? Working with Null and Kreska like this?
Well, Koreska, I've worked with Koreska often enough. She is complicated, but she does oppose the Queendom. The fact that she's in on this plan is what convinced me. Koreska would never, ever accept an option or a plan that would benefit the Queendom. I believe through and through that Kreska is opposed to Tiamat in her current state. I I think it's possible that what we're about to do will weaken Tiamat and make her vulnerable to either Null or Kreska, but I hope that my fears are unfounded. And no one knows how Null thinks or what his twisted mind can come up with. But I'm hoping everything is good. And as I said, I believe everyone can be redeemed. I've met with the Shadow. Tiamat wasn't always horrible, disgusting. Let's just see Tamara roll her eyes and say, and many other awful things. But she she's the mother. As separate as we are, Tiamat is the mother, the origin of all dragons, and I want deeply to hope that she can be saved. If she can't be saved, then the future is grim. Now that we have more shards than the Queendom, I expect that Tiamat will ramp up her plans, increase the pressure on the border, and perhaps even retract her agreement with us that no dragon should be involved. It's sad to say, but even though the agreement is at our benefit, there are a lot more chromatic dragons than there are metallics. We've sadly, chromatics are more potent when it comes to making descendants. And Tiamat has been in power for a long time. So many of the spawns that were made in the beginning of her reign are now adults. I fear that if we do not move, Bastion will break. I hope my fears are unfounded, but she sighs. I'm afraid Tiamat might be amenable to mutually assured destruction. That she might have become so twisted that she be ready to sacrifice her own dragons to get her hands on the shards. The shards you've collected for us, the shards we've collected over the years. I'm not sure as the DM, but I think you have 4 or 5 shards. I think it's 4, and the Queendom has 3. So
Yeah, I think we're
that's
at 4.
7. Then there's 1. The 8th one is in the Feywild, I think. Well,
Yep, it's in the Night Court.
It is the Night Court. Then there's one that's lost, and then the last one is the Amethyst Dragon. So you've got one lost shard, one amethyst, sets 2, one one in the Night Court, that's 3, and then 3 in the Queendom, that's 6, and 4 in Bastion, which makes 10, which is the amount of shards that exist of Sadir. 10 shards. Yeah. Technically, you could break Gil's curse or punishment with only one shard, because one shard was enough to create the spell, the mythal. But to be fair, the spell that affects the dragons was also made by draining the entire Fey court of their magic and killing every single elf that was part of the ritual. So I don't think Gil would be okay with draining the magic of all the dragons of the council and killing like 1,000 elves to power a spell to break his problem. What do you think, Gil? Is that something you're amenable to?
I'm
Killing 1,000 elves?
I'm not gonna comment because I'm not there. Probably
Fine,
not
don't worry
though.
about it. In any case, with 4 shards, we can start thinking about breaking his curse without collateral. But as I said, the spell requires a certain alignment of the stars, of the planets. It's quite complicated, which means we won't have an opportunity. Sorry. We won't have an opportunity to cast the spell before Noel's plan comes to fruition, which means Gil's curse will not be broken. At least not yet. But if our plan works and we manage to find a way to... It sounds so impossible when I say it that loud. If we manage to find a way to have a treaty with Tiamat, then we might be able to get in contact with Bahamut again. And if it's Bahamut, he would be able to break the curse. The only reason he hasn't is because of malice. Gil has proven his mettle time and time again, even if he doesn't see it that way. And then she frowns and leans forward. I think even as tall as you are, Kreska is taller than you are. Tamara, sorry. Well, both of them, really. But Tamara is... Like, all of the dragons' humanoid form are like 9 feet tall. None of them would be so... Even Tamara, who isn't as prideful as the others, is not gonna lower herself to the level of lesser.
Yeah, they just got like a solid foot of height difference on Herrick.
So she's
At
going
least.
to lean down. She's going to lean down and say, "You should be more patient with him, you know? He's lived through a lot."
What can I say? I'm an impertinent wormling.
She chuckles. That's fair. Am I? And then she smiles and says, You're shedding more of the black scales. You're more and more silver. Did you? Oh yes, you gathered you gathered the hordes of those two dragons. You're going to be shedding black scales for the next few weeks. Maybe the next time we see each other, you'll be almost as silver as you're black. She nods. That would be a blow to Knowles. I think I would enjoy that. And then she just kind of shakes her head. Well, I believe that's it for me. As I said, do you need anything?
At the present moment, I think I
A
have
hot
what I
towel?
need.
A hot towel? A cup of tea? No, I'm just kidding.
I
Well,
mean, if you're
I'm
offering
kidding, but
a
to
cup
be
of
fair.
tea,
Okay, so I'm just gonna end this scene as you share a cup of tea and a few freshly baked biscuits with. Well, you know what? I'm gonna do a stretch and say that she has some savory scones. I know you have tea time with your
patron.
good patron. You have an evil patron now too, but you're good and evil.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll have tea and scones with the good patron, and then we'll probably have alcohol and hot wings with the evil patron.
fucking Null comes into your dreams and says, I can't let Tamara outperform me. Here's hot wings and beer. So fucking dumb. Anyway, so that's that. That's that scene. You have tea, and then you eventually leave. And I think there was one more thing that you wanted to do.
So there's the crafting thing, but we can do that like not right now. But I think we should get to the farewell to Vanya stuff before we wrap up.
Okay. All right. So so all of the party gets together in the ground floor. Vanya is there, and then all together you just kick her ass and just she you kick her out.
Roll initiative.
Of it. You kick her out of roll initiative.
Good try, motherfuckers.
You all kick her out of your spire.
We just bring her down to the ground floor where we brought like an earth elemental in that just punches her in the fucking face out of the house.
Yeah. You tell her to go get groceries, and then you post an earth elemental at the door. He's gonna act as
She
a
opens
doorman
the
and
door
shoot everything.
and blah.
Bam!
The face.
I think at level 9,
I think
Vanya's
let's pick up
probably
my
could
presents.
take an earth elemental pretty easily.
Given the fact that she can also just cast summon construct and shit and animate objects, yeah, I feel like she has enough firepower to deal with an earth elemental.
You have like nightmares about my use of animate objects.
Yes, I, Pokemon, do do, Mister? I dropped a bag of pennies on an archmage and killed him.
Yeah,
I'm not
I did
joking,
like
by the way.
I basically animated like a couple copper coins and just had them on a Congo line attacking the so one piece of copper hits the guy, moves away. Another piece of copper hits the guy, moves away, and that was like 10
It wasn't even quite-
d4s plus 40 stupidly high level of damage that I did, and I think I only missed one of my fucking things. It was pretty insane. I just shotgunned copper pieces into the guy and he immediately died. That was very fun. Anyway, so joking aside, you're all at the ground floor of your spire, which has grown taller, by the way. And
I always find it interesting how this place can grow. It's taller every time I see it, I think.
Yeah,
And
like I
Angreless-
said,
bullshit.
magic bullshit. Yeah, exactly.
Angreless says, the towers are built to reflect a dragon's horde. And then he looks at your tower, and then in the distance, Landis's tower, which is probably like 20 to 30 times the size of yours.
So what I'm hearing, it makes a target for thieves. Got it.
Look, it's not the size that's important, Angreless.
It's how you use
It's
it.
what's packed within.
Um,
Anyway, I believe I should be
Anyway.
making my way out back to the society.
If you
We're
are
going to
headed
miss
back out
you.
there, if you are headed back out there,
Yeah.
I do have a favor to ask, if you could.
Yes. What is it?
Give me a second. Just trying to find it in my notes. Ah, there it is. When you get back out there, if you could look in the Arcanum archives. I'm trying to find out what I can about a former member of theirs who lived in Barrow when it fell.
All right. Do you have a name?
Unfortunately, I don't. All I know is that she was a silver dragonborn sorceress who had a clutch of eggs there,
Ah,
and that
All
she
right, I will-
died when Barrow was captured.
I see. I will see what I can do.
Thanks. I'd appreciate it.
And, thanks for helping me actually gather as much of the horde as we could find. I know it didn't
course.
really matter in the end, but it really helped all the same.
Of course. Being like that, after, all that time, wow. I would not want to be alone for a year having to hunt down treasure.
Yeah.
Glad to be of help.
Before you do head out,
Yes, that was a wonderful adventure, says Gene's character. Okay. Shut up.
before you do head out, I did make this for you. And Gil is going to pull out another pendant. This one is styled in the shape of a comedy tragedy mask. One half is ivory, the other is an onyx. And it is a
As he's handing that
jagged
over,
split down the middle.
Sorry. As he's handing that over, I is going to lean into Vanya's face and whisper, "He doesn't make that for just anyone, you know."
I'm aware. I do very much appreciate this.
And just remember, if
She-
you piss him off, he's gonna punch you in the face and take it back.
I did do that. He's not.
Yeah, you
he's
did.
not
Do that.
lying.
You did.
Oh yeah.
Oh, believe me, I'm also aware. You guys can be fucking horrifying. I want you to know.
It is funny you say that though. Gil looks almost more uncomfortable than you've ever seen him. Before he
Just raises a brow.
very awkwardly goes digging into the bag again and pulls out a small brooch. It is a decently sized aquamarine that's faceted into a pentagon with a 5-pointed star design, which is then set into the center of a platinum brooch and held in place by 2 delicately engraved feathered wings.
So cool. That is so cool. Send me that description. I want to write that down.
I dropped it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
Also, Min, here's that one.
Holy crap. Like, I is just looking at him for just a moment. Like, wait.
Is there a way
She
to
just
like?
points to herself.
Is there a way to just actually like send that to each other's inventories? Or
I think Warboss would need to click and drag it from my sheet, but yes.
I can definitely do that.
We don't need to do that right now, though.
yeah, that would just be the easiest way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
If you have all of your jewelry like in your item list, I can drag them to the other players. It's not gonna be an issue. It's just not right now because I have my hand is all creamy.
I will bring up, though, before I leave, I may, at a later date, ask you all for some more aid. I've been, I might be looking into something else myself. Just letting you know ahead of time so I don't spring anything on you, like, out of nowhere. You know, like, disappearing for a year, leaving you alone to rot. She tries to say that as a joke.
Anything you need.
Just give us a bit of a heads up, and we should be able to help out need be. And also, just want to say to myself, thank you for watching after this guy here while we couldn't.
Of course. Someone needs to make sure he
doesn't
he
get in
doesn't
trouble
screw up conversation.
or that. Like while she's looking up on you, she points backward over to Gil. We'll talk about that thing in a bit. I think Vanya has places to be, so we should focus on that right now.
Yes. Vanya will actually lean forward and whisper something to I. Let me
Secrets.
DM you actually.
Secrets.
Whispers.
Well, while you're whispering that into DMs, Gil's gonna turn to Soraya. By the way, I meant to give you this down in the basement, but he's gonna pull out another gem because he's been working on these for the past 8 months.
Oh, let's fucking go! Friendship bracelets.
Honestly, I love this. Oh my
I
He's just a
made
sad, old, lonely man.
I made a fucking jeweler character for a reason. I'm goddamn using him. I've been sitting on these for so fucking long. All right. So for Soraya, he pulls out a dark purple he pulls out a ring with a dark purple sugilite stone, polished and delicately placed inside a steel panther skull, giving the off-put illusion of purple eyes and a tongue peeking out from inside the skull.
Oh, that's so cool, though. Thank you. She immediately puts it on. This is never leaving my finger. I hope you know. Thank you.
Welcome to the team.
Thank God he used steel and not silver. That'd be really awkward.
I thought about that. I almost made that mistake, and then I realized. Fey bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah. You're getting a hug. Just so you know. You have no choice in this.
Gil is
hugs you.
very awkward. He does not know how to respond.
Is that a cue for a group hug?
I mean, if you want it to be.
I hears what Vanya says and just smiles and nods.
Hi, please help me.
I'll let you go.
You know what? I got told to be more
I-
patient and nice with you, so you're getting that fucking hug, and you're not gonna stop me.
Help you.
The
Here, I can help
ivory
relieve
mask-
what's on your hands right there. A bird flies over and snatches the thing that for eye.
The brooch,
and
yeah.
just flies it over to her.
Alright, so just to be clear,
There, now you won't
the
break it.
ivory pendant mask
Mhm.
is for Vanya.
Mhm.
Then Herrick has the Shattered Onyx pendant.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Then we've got Soraya, who has the Sugilite skull ring.
Yes.
Or
So cool.
then we have a Hecate who hasn't been given anything yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't make anything for Hecate. Absolutely nothing. He gets a firm pat on the back.
But I get
No.
the aquamarine wing brooch,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
With how much bullshit Hecate talks with Gil, honestly, I wouldn't put it past him.
Be very funny. But yeah, now Gil being hugged by Herrick, especially after like all of the tension that's been happening recently, looks even more uncomfortable. He doesn't know what to do.
Come
Yeah,
over here,
I
you
was just laughing
silly
at
old
this.
bastard.
guessing-
Not helping.
So I'm guessing so you made jewelry for everyone, and I'm guessing like the next one is you're going to give the red dragon mask to Hecate, right?
God, that would be so
It
funny.
is-
That would be
it
so
is
funny if it
visual.
wasn't embedded
You do
into my
realize my
skull
face
at
is
this
like-
point.
You do realize my face
um,
is like 50% beak. I was just thinking of
I'm just going to say,
We'll
I'm
just
going
tie
to
it to your
say,
beak.
Gil is more than attuned to the red dragon mask.
Honestly, probably
Uh,
borderline cursed at this point.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Kind of like you would need to do some remove curse would work on a weaker item, but it's the red dragon mask. So
Yeah,
probably
it's kind of an
wish-
artifact at this point.
Probably wish would be the right spell to unbind Gil from this item.
Mm-hmm.
And if you wait until it's past wakened, what is it again?
Ascendant.
Ascendant.
If you wait until it's ascendant, it's permanent. There's
Mhm.
no removing it. I don't know if you're going to be able to get ascendant tier horde through this campaign, especially since you might not be able to get into Jade and fill your horde with stuff easily. But I'm probably gonna find a way to do it. So
We'll
that
figure
you all
we'll
get
figure
your-
something out. Yeah.
I'll figure something out. As for this, I'm gonna let Gil take care of removing the stuff, and I'm guessing the music box is for the bard, right? I'm not sure. Maybe it's the
We
harp
haven't
pin.
gotten there yet. Gil
Maybe
is
it's the
still very
red
awkwardly
harper
being
pin.
hugged. Can't do much right now.
So you're telling me that you're gonna give the red harper pin to your bard
I'm
friend?
gonna flick you. I haven't gotten to that yet. He's just
All right.
Soraya's let go, so it's up to Harry.
Tony, you still here?
Barely, but yeah.
Okay, so you look at Gil being hugged by other people and being very uncomfortable. Do you join the hug pile?
You know what? Fuck it.
Sorry,
Get
Gil.
You
Get
just see
him!
you just see Birdman just quietly and quickly flap himself up, and where he just like kind of jumps up because big wings, big hug.
I is
You-
just watching
you
laughing.
Vanya.
So what I imagine is you fly around him to find like the one spot where he isn't being hugged completely.
it's like he's slowly slipping out of Herrick's
Like-
arms, and then Hecate comes in and just closes the
jumps in.
fucking
Get
gap.
away!
Because remember, my arms are fucking wings.
Yep. Just fucking cover every gap that he had through Herrick's grip.
Yeah, he just jumps in and he's like, "Good luck getting out of this one."
No!
Vanya just
So
walks
after-
over, being a short creature, and just like hugs one of your legs, like daintily for like 3 seconds before backing off.
All right, so
I'm
after
literally the only person who's not doing this.
Vanya just
so-
wanted to do it for like 3 seconds to toy around and then leave. She waves goodbye and leaves.
Yeah,
No, don't
I
leave
is
me,
focusing
wait.
on Vanya.
Help.
And just waves to Vanya goodbye.
Vanya, I need help now, please.
I shout as they are struggling in the background. Come back and visit sometime.
Don't leave me
Okay,
like
so-
this.
So
Wow.
so
Don't take Candy
so
Crush out
as-
of a grapple.
so,
How embarrassing.
so as Gil, roll me an athletics check.
Sure.
You know what? Roll me like 3 athletics checks.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
So 15 doesn't do it.
Sure. Yep.
Just get worse with each one.
Nope. Nope.
No, no,
Nope.
no.
Okay, so I'm going to take these 3 rolls and decide what the outcome is. So, Gil, you begin to slowly extract yourself from the from the hug pile. At which point, Asmodeus from from the shoulder of I says, "I'm cashing in one of my favors. Join the
No.
group hug."
No.
She just raises her head in frustration, rolling her eyes.
I'm sorry I've done this.
She reluctantly turns around, walks over to Gil, and joins the hug.
I regret my decisions.
All right. So after, I'm guessing eventually you allow the hug to end.
After he's been tormented long enough, yes.
All right.
All right. And Hecate, I heard you'd at least started getting better and working with everyone.
Says who?
Sora and Soraya.
We having that Sora farewell scene. What the fuck?
It's all right.
Like I said, we just dumped her off on the side of the road. She's fine. She's got a lizard with her and everything. She doesn't need to worry.
Yeah, she's just off. She just left do another adventure. She's off doing her thing.
Just vanished in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
Honestly,
she pulled a Jakal.
honestly, probably
So
something along those lines.
So one night as you were approaching, kind of like the at one night you got close to a lake, and Sora was just kind of sitting on Dragon, whose name I forget. It's been a long time.
Sophos.
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 Mhm.
She's sitting on Sophos, and
Also, I'm
Sophos
pretty
just
sure he
goes.
was a lizard, but go on.
Sophos just kind of is looking at the. Sophos is looking down at the lake as everyone is kind of resting, and then he goes like, "A sturgeon!" and he jumps into the water, and you never see him again. Anyway, so
It's a surgeon.
yeah, a sturgeon,
In
not a
it for the
surgeon.
first time.
But yeah, Gil
A
will
sturgeon, not a surgeon. Anyway,
Gil will dig
I'm gonna
out.
shut up.
Gil will dig out the last item in his pack that was so eloquently described. Well, not described, but
I didn't
spoiled.
describe
Fucking spoiled. It's fine. He pulls out a silver pendant in the shape of a bird cage. Inside the cage is a simple bird figurine carved out of lapis, and set into the base of the pendant is a small music box. And Gil will just kind of present it along with this small little wind-up key, and he'll just kind of press it into the bottom and twist. And he just kind of rubs his neck as the as one of Hecate's typical songs begins to play on the music box. One of the ones that he's heard Hecate play more often than others. I'm not exactly sure which one you play is your favorite, so I just kind of went with the one you played the most, but
You know, if
I
I didn't
did-
know any better, I'd say you'd be flirting with me.
I didn't exactly I also didn't exactly come up with the mechanisms. That was more the people upstairs, but you can talk with them if you want to change it to a different song.
I think I like it like this.
He'll hand it over.
Oh no. I made a mistake.
Well, imagine that. Warboss made a mistake.
You ever wonder what happens when you mix hot lava and chicken? I did.
No.
You're about to find.
No.
Or boss?
I stopped it
The
before
Guardian
he
is
started
quickly approaching
singing.
your location.
I'm pretty sure that's just called a Blaziken, by the way.
Are you right?
Chicken, sweet love chicken, now it's tasty as hell. Ooh, mamacita, now I'm ringing a bell.
But yeah.
Sorry.
And
love
now Gil has given out all the stuff that he has been making in
Yay.
all of his downtime.
Alright, so I haven't deleted any of the things inside your inventory.
Mhm.
I just clicked the minus.
Yeah.
So that your quantity is 0. That way, if you choose to take one back because your ally are idiots, you just have to click the plus.
I did the
and
same
it's
thing
fucking
with the
really
Tiger Eye amulet. I just set it to 0 so that I could keep it on my sheet. So, yep.
You know what? Fuck you, Hecate. Takes the music box back.
Don't tempt me. This is
Yeah, I mean,
this is for you
can-
trying to be better.
Hey, so does anybody else remember my threat from earlier?
Uh-huh.
Oh no. Oh
well,
no.
I mean, to be fair, Hecate could just
He could just play a song that makes
write
you
a song.
feel.
He writes a song about you being pregnant.
God.
Alright,
Oh, no.
taking the birdcage
Good.
back.
Oh no!
Everyone has a little, and as for your, if you're wondering, party horde. Oh fuck. In your arcane schematics, you have a very. If you go to the party horde and you go to the arcane schematic section, you should have a very an item you're reminiscent of. I'm looking for words is not working tonight.
It is also almost tomorrow.
Yeah. But yeah, as I said, in the arcane schematics, you have the all-purpose tools, the Arm Guard of the Stormlord, which is something you've already made, the Cloak of Billowing, regular and greater, the Cloak of Protection, the Cloak of the Purple Sun, the Gloves of Instant Projectiles, Mountain Piercer, the Ring of Protection, the Slippers of Sneaking, the Smiting Gauntlets of Might, the Sundered Moon, the Twilight Chalice, the Wand of Reach, and the Winged Harper weapons. Is there one that you recognize in those?
Oh yeah, I remember the Cloak of the Purple Sun.
There's probably one feature that's not really going to be important. It does hide your identity, so if you do make it, because it creates a mask, so you could probably hide most of your cracking scales with that mask, because otherwise you're gonna get fucked. Because I'm not gonna ask you to make a new art for your character, but I'm gonna say by the time you're done, you're gonna be like 25 to 30% silver. The cracks are widening.
Oh, Tony.
Yeah.
Is it Tony that made Herrick?
No, it was a different artist.
Yeah, that's what
I've kind of been meaning to like.
I mean, it can though. Just send me reference pics.
Sure, but I insist on paying you for it.
I mean, commission's open on Friday.
True.
So it's either free or full price. You're not gonna give us a. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally do have a grand opening discount already set when it
I'm
opens.
kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm going to kick you.
Are you gonna
You
kick him or
deserve
are you gonna
it.
draw him pregnant?
You know, this
The
whole
two are
drawing
not-
is gonna have layers.
The two are not mutually exclusive.
Like, I don't want to be a bitch about it, but I'm already like really fat, so I don't know if I'm gonna look much different.
Damn.
So it's kind of like,
Wait,
I mean, if you drew,
Hold
if
on.
you drew,
what if you draw
Pokemon,
him double pregnant?
Oh my god. He just has
you
like
draw, you're like, oh, we're gonna draw you really pregnant. You have quintuplets. Good luck, motherfucker.
Why are we back on this subject?
All right, I
don't
think that's a
know.
good as time as
Tony
any
just
to
keeps
start
bringing it
wrapping
back.
things up. Jesus Christ.
Okay, I think we're
Alright.
done for tonight. Goodbye.
Thank you
Fuck
all
you
so
guys.
very much for stopping by. Take care of yourselves. Go check out Tony
Get
on
me away
Friday,
from this artist.
and
Go
we'll
check
catch
out
you
our-
in the
our-
next
Go
session.
check out our resident artist because
Support-
she's amazing.
Support artists.
Support the official release.
Support the
What-
friend that can come over to my house and kick my ass because she knows where I live.